We're excited to be joined by new Kennesaw State offensive coordinator Mitch Militello today. Coach, welcome to Kennesaw State. Excited to have you here.
Yeah, excited to be here. I'm really looking forward to it.
Well, you worked with Coach Mack at Tennessee, worked with Josh Heupel, before that at UCF and Missouri. This is your first offensive coordinator job.
Yes, sir.
How are you approaching it?
It's a lot. There's no getting around that. It's a lot of work, but I think it's about who you are as a person, how you handle people, and how you give them a chance to do their job. At the end of the day, the people make the place, and it's my job just to help make their job as easy as possible. Until we get into the football aspect of it and exactly what plays and how it's being taught, it's just about getting out of people's way, giving them a chance to be able to do what they do.
So it seems like what happens off the field is as important or maybe more important than on the field, the X's and O's.
Especially in year one. I mean, you have to get a whole group of people to get to know each other. I mean, with the portal window now and being able to take in a whole bunch of new players, it's an expedited process for these guys to get used to how they operate with each other, how they listen to their coaches, and also how the coaches deal with each other. With it being a new staff, I've worked with several of them before, but some of them are brand new, and getting everybody aligned and understanding how we are going to be as people, how we're going to teach, and how that's going to work.
Well, you worked with Coach Mack at Tennessee. What made you want to follow him here at Kennesaw State?
He's an unbelievable man. At his core, he treats people well. He cares about families. He cares about the way you do business. And at the end of the day, that's all anybody's looking for when they're looking for somebody to work for. He's a great person, and he's a great leader. He's been successful before, and he's got a lot that he can teach me as we go through this thing together.
Y'all were together at Tennessee under Josh Heupel. What advice have you gotten from Coach Heupel that you found to be true, whether it be on the field or off the field?
Coach has been extremely instrumental in my development. I latched on with him at Missouri when I was a student coach back in 2016. I was 20 years old, so he's seen me grow up. He's seen my hair shift from up here to down here, but he's taught me a ton and how you deal with people, how you organize things, and how you teach the kids themselves. And then obviously with quarterback development, I think he's second to none in how he does it, and that's something that I've been able to be a part of for 9 years, and think that I have added something to it as well. Hopefully, I guess we're about to find out.
Well, there have been so many Heisman finalists, some of the most recognizable quarterbacks in the game that have played in the NFL over the past 9 years. What can you take from their development to bring to QBs here at KSU?
Yeah, I've been lucky enough to be around a lot of really good players, and really good players make really good coaches. I mean, there's no way around that. I think every single one of them has been different, has been extremely fun to work with, and we have some less recognizable names too that have gone on to have success and have taken the lessons that we teach them and really applied it to life and how they play the game. I mean, as far as how I develop the kids, to me it's about an open and honest relationship. It's about being able to take the pressure and turn it into something different. Right? I don't want these kids to be robots. I want them to be themselves. I want them to be people first. I want them to be good people, and I want them to treat people and do things the right way. And when they do those things the right way, then the pressure doesn't mean anything to them. They can be able to take something that a fan may say, or you go into opposing stadium, it can get pretty rowdy. And if you make a mistake, how you respond from that is everything. And I think that starts every day in the meeting room. If they make a mistake or say something different, if they can laugh at themselves, then they're going to be able to handle that pressure well when they get to game day. If they get defensive and curl up, then they're not going to be able to handle it nearly as well. So I think it's an everyday process being able to get these guys ready, and that's where I think it's been really special with the guys that we've had over the years. Seeing them grow and staying in touch with them and seeing them take those lessons on to the next level has been pretty awesome.
What else goes into teaching a quarterback how to command a huddle and lead a locker room?
Yeah, it's a lot. There's no way around that. I think it's, a work ethic has to just be the foundation. If you don't have that, then it doesn't matter what I teach you. You have to want it. You have to want to be good. You have to want to be great. You have to want to be a good teammate. You have to want to do things the right way. Fundamentally, I think it's a focus on that as well. Keeping in mind that, the play matters. where you're going to go with the ball, having decisive eyes, all of those things absolutely matter. But it starts from the ground up, being able to have a good foundation in your feet, being able to maneuver the pocket without over-maneuvering it, like not being in a constant state of movement. There's a lot of small fundamental pieces that I got to get these kids to understand here very, very quickly so that we can go do something pretty special here in the fall.
Well, the skill players, the quarterbacks, running backs, receivers, they make the highlight reels, but we all know it starts up front. What do you want to see out of a Kennesaw State offensive lineman?
They got to be ready to go fast. We're going to play up-tempo, and every team that I've been on a part of these last 9 years in this offense, as soon as the big guys get going, it really is hard to stop. So I want them to play fast. I want them to be able to do that without losing what offensive line is all about, right? Which is being physical, which is playing with great fundamentals. All of those little pieces that go into it are extremely important. Lucky for me, we've got a phenomenal O-line coach in Coach Clements. He's done it for a really long time. He's been a part of some great offenses himself, and we know a lot of the same people, and he's been special to work with so far. So I've got no doubt in my mind that those guys are going to play at a high level.
Well, Coach, you're talking about going fast. When we met Coach Mack here in the studio, he preached about going fast in this offense. How do you envision that playing out?
That's my man. He wants to go fast too. I was born in it. Like I wanted to play fast since I started coaching. I think there's just something about the way that you play that is fun to watch, that's enjoyable to be a part of, and it's something unique that you can be proud of. I think every team, it's not about the plays that you run, it's about how you do it. Well, we have a system in place that our guys can really be proud of, and that's coaches and players combined. But the tempo, people think that it's panic and chickens with their head cut off and a bunch of different things, right? But tempo is really about efficiency. If you can have efficiency in movement, efficiency in signaling operation, and efficiency in play calling, it can get you going pretty fast without even having to worry about it too much. So it's something that we're growing continuously.
Well, speaking of play calling, big part of this gig is the offensive coordinator. How are you approaching getting ready to call plays this fall?
You tell me. How do you think I should do it? No, it's something that I've been in for a long time. It's, yes, I haven't called a play, to the quarterback or to the signalers, but I've been, one of the analysts up at Tennessee as an assistant coordinator by, not by title, but essentially by how I operated. And the OC up at Tennessee, Joey Halsley, he was one of the groomsmen in my wedding. So we had a great relationship there where I was able to help make some of those calls and be in part of those game planning meetings where, stepping into this role is going to be nothing new for me.
Well, groomsman is a great segue. I want to talk about you off the field. Noticed in your ex-bio you listed that you're half Kiwi.
Yep.
What's your family story, Coach?
So my grandparents, or my grandpa on my dad's side is Sicilian, but his whole family is grown up in St. Louis. My mom is from New Zealand, so she is first-generation Kiwi. She moved when she was 25. My dad went and knew somebody that studied abroad, and this whole big story of how they got together, because it's a world away. But I still have a ton of family back in New Zealand that I love very dearly, and I don't get to see as much as I'd like to. But my mom's actually heading back there for about a month here in a little bit. So it's different, but I've got an international family, and I wouldn't trade it for anything.
Do you have your own special dishes your family makes, like between Sicilian and New Zealand, any combinations?
I wish that were true. My mom makes some mean lamb chops, but that's about it. I mean, she's a great cook, and she's been able to do a bunch of different things, but no giant family traditions in that way.
Who is Mitch Militello off the field?
Oh, I mean, I just try to be a normal person that is a good husband to my wife, and going to be a father here in April. I've got a baby boy on the way at the end of April, and try to figure out that part of life as well. But I think the thing with me is that I'm, hopefully that other people would say about me, that hopefully everybody says, is that I'm fun to be around, that I enjoy life, that I take care of people, and that I treat people the right way.
That's awesome. Congrats on the addition. Get some sleep while you can.
Thank you so much. I'll give it a shot.
That's our offensive coordinator, Mitch Militello. Be sure to keep up with Kennesaw State football at KSUOwls.com.